There we go. Is that working? Hope so. Might not be straight. It's the first ride of the year. Well, first real ride of the year. The first ride was a couple weeks ago when I was showing off this rally tower. But man, was it icy. I'm just getting the cobwebs loose at the moment. So, wow. Hi, everyone. It's great to be back. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock traffic. I actually have to, yeah, no, this is our worst traffic. I actually have to, I have a meeting in about an hour, but it's the highest temperature of the day. And so I thought I'd get out now and go for a ride, check things out. Let's see what it looks like over here. This all should still be ice. It's probably pretty muddy though, I would say. Oh yeah, there's no way I'm riding that right now. No way. That's my little spot in there to hang out and check out the bike, but yeah, super muddy. Not gonna happen. Yeah, I've got to stay off the dirt for I'm gonna guess for at least a month minimum. It's only March like 14th or 15th. It's only like March 15th. So obviously we're not going to be doing any trail riding until safely about June 15th is when most of the signs go up, which say, okay, you're safe to ride these now. You can do dirt road riding in mid-April to mid-May, and the trails will open up June-ish. But I've done a lot to this bike in the past few weeks. You know, someone commented today actually and asked, could you do a review of the Recluse? And my thought was, I mean, there's tons of Recluse reviews out there. I don't know how much I can really add to the conversation, but sure. I mean, it's fine. I think the biggest thing, if you're not a mechanical person and you have a shop install it for you, you are going to need to do the rubber band trick, every couple of fill-ups of the tank. Rubber band over the clutch. Do some testing to make sure that the free play is adjusted. Adjust that. Make sure because over time the clutch will wear down. So you adjust a lot of free play up front. It's my favorite trail over here closed down. It's still icy. There's a lot of free play on the first 1,000 miles as the clutch kind of breaks in, and then it won't be as much of adjusted then. But if you're on a long trip, you're going to be doing it just like you would chain cleaning. And you need to be able to be prepared to do that maintenance to the Recluse. If you're not, then it might not be for you. But it's nice. It's completely unnecessary when you're traveling to and from work. If your 701 is a commuter bike, and you just want to be able to be lazy and not have to shift it in neutral when you're at stoplights. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's worth $700 just to have that convenience. But I will say that whenever I end up looking up a steep hill climb and the kind of hill where traction control needs to be off, it's really, really great to be able to just not even screw around with the clutch and just give it a little bit of fuel and let your throttle hand be the clutch. And so that's what I would add to the conversation, is that it's all Recluse clutches for KTM Husqvarna are the same. They are going to be an auto clutch, but they are not going to shift for you. You got to still do that yourself. But when you really need, like, for example, be a second gear, so you have that low end torque in second gear and not be so high strung, but don't want to have to just kill your hand feathering. It's great to have. And it should be an upgrade that you do after suspension sprung to your weight. After you do the seat for comfort or the luggage or protection or ergonomics, grips, pegs, shifter. Look at some deer. Look at that. What's up, dudes? See him? Just checking me out. Yeah. Cute. It's like a male and 2 females. So there's obviously a ton of stuff that you want to do to your bike, depending on your needs, before you do an auto clutch. That's not the first thing I would do. How we doing? Looking past, still working. So yeah, first ride of the year. Oh my God, guys, I missed you. and I'm doing this video before I do my annual, what are my travel plans video, and I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's going to be its own thing because, unfortunately, a couple of the plans are still dependent on like what's happening in my work situation, how busy I'm going to be this summer, if I'm going to be able to get the time off, and second, my shoulder. So let's talk about the shoulder for a second. Mid-December, I finally got in with the doctor. That's after going to my general practitioner in October 1st and saying, hey, my shoulder hurts, and them saying, does it though? They ordered an x-ray. 2 weeks later, got an x-ray. Inconclusive. Went back to see them. They said, well, if it's still hurting in a month, we'll order an MRI. So then, like November, I get the MRI, because that had to be scheduled, obviously. And finally, December 1st, the imagery team at Dartmouth was like, oh, hey, you got a rotator cuff tear. I'm like, I know. I knew this. I was aware that I had that. You didn't believe me. Because insurance companies are cheap and don't authorize testing. So finally got into an orthopedics doctor, and he's like, dude, it's a small tear. You probably can come back from this with some good physical therapy. But what we'll do, I'll put a referral in your record for a cortisone shot. I don't think you should have surgery. It's going to be a longer recovery, like 1 year of downtime with the physical therapy. And you may actually find that you recover in a year, primarily because I have full range of motion. I can do the full circle around without any pain. He's like, you don't have a full tear. It's fine. I still couldn't sleep on it. Still had some pain when I went to change my volume knob on my truck. Still had a couple things where putting it behind my back kind of hurt. But overall, sure, I took his advice and basically did physical therapy from Christmas to now, second week of March. And what he told me is if by March you don't feel that you're like 80% back and you feel like you don't be able to ride this season and do your motorcycling, then that referral in there for the cortisone is ready to go. And so that's what I did. I called up I'll turn around here soon, go the other direction. I'll go to the interstate. So I called up the guy, got my cortisone shot scheduled. Really fast scheduling, by the way. It's scheduled for tomorrow, Thursday, the 17th. And they're going to do 2 shots. They go pretty freaking deep, by the way. Like, they are scary stuff. I'm going to get on the highway so I can properly gauge the windscreen on high here. You also see my Hippo Hand Enduros are installed, as well as the Cyclo Pro Brand grips, guards, and the Manic Rally screen. So we'll see how this does in the wind here. Not trying to break any land speed records today. I've got to increase that a bit. Yeah, we had the stabilizer all the way down. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh man, with the so now I have the AirHawk dual sport air cushion back here behind me. I have the Manic Rally tower. You can see how stable the iPhone is and the Garmin is because there's zero wind on them. And then we have up us these Hippo hands that are just amazing. Oh, and the Oxford heated grips. So, the whole thing, the whole package with the steering stabilizer on the like 3rd from top setting. Wow. Okay. All right. It's funny because I initially rejected the idea of doing a rally tower, and then I proceeded to load up the entire handlebars with stuff. So much that I couldn't see my speedometer or any of my buttons. I didn't even know my fuel light came on. And then I proceeded to add a little small Puig windscreen, which did nothing. And now, with this rally tower, the Manic Rally in the high position, and most of the weight and crap off of the handlebars, this is a pretty nice place to sit. Like, I'm cruising at 75, and it feels good. This is... All right. I'm convinced. Now here's the problem with the 701 platform. It's marketed by Husqvarna as a travel enduro, and you know, they do such a great job of giving you, like, 500 EXC performance in a thumper with, a decent stock, low center of gravity, good gearing, fairly lightweight for what it is. And then us assholes add a bunch of crap to the top of it and make it basically, no longer even considering a single track situation. I mean, it ruins the whole amazing engineering that KTM's done to make this a travel enduro. However, if you're going to clip by at 75 miles an hour on the interstate with this thing, the steering stabilizer and the windscreen makes this incredibly comfortable. I'm going to stop rambling. My eyes are opened. This is nice. We'll get out here and putz around town for a minute. So last thing about the shoulder, so the cortisone shot goes in tomorrow. I got physical therapy on Friday. I'll be working on the GS all weekend with BB8. And so he and I will be doing stuff on the bike. I'll be cranking my shoulder around again. So hopefully that cortisone shot kicks in pretty soon. I'm going to then turn my PT schedule from primarily stretching and like massage and a little bit of strength training. I'm going to really up the strength training a lot once that cortisone shot decreases the amount of inflation that I have in that shoulder right now. So I'm really looking forward to that new beginning of having just the ability to work on my shoulder strength again. Last bit of kind of like updates is I will be leaving on March 30th. Yeah, March 30th. And going down to Tellico Plains City, there's a recluse right there. I'm in 6, but it's just coming to a stop. I will be going to Tellico Plains on March 30th for March Moto Madness. And that'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I've wanted to go for years. It's been on my calendar of like things to do for a while now, and I just hasn't been good timing. First of all, first year I wanted to go, I went down to Tennessee anyway, end of March with the Quebec crew, and we had a blast. And then the second year, I could go down, but I didn't have a truck. I couldn't get the Beta down there because I had no truck to take it down there, no trailer. And then the third year, I want to say it was scheduling. Something happened. But this year, finally, Jesse and I are hopping in the Ram. We're loading his 700 and my 701 in the back. And we're driving straight down, straight there. I've got a meeting at work on Thursday morning remotely in Amsterdam. And after that 4-hour workshop, I will be in Tellico Plains, Tennessee, and I will be doing March Moto Madness for the first time. So I'm really, really excited. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Obviously focus on shoulder health, so I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy. I should probably turn the stabilization down on this thing. Jeez. It's a little too stiff now. I'm not going to be going crazy because of the shoulder. I just don't want to hurt myself, so I'll be focusing on maybe do a demo ride at the Pan America, so I'll record that. I'm looking forward to getting on that thing. I think Yamaha's going to be there with some stuff, some dual sports. There's some rides that Jesse and I are going to do together, and then he and I are going to volunteer in the kitchen a little bit, help the guys cook, and it's a great deal. 3 nights of live music, like 7 meals, all the rides, all the camping for $140. Hell of a deal, right? So March Moto Madness is the first rally of the year. This is, in my opinion, fake winter, or fake spring, sorry, fake spring. The fact that it's March 17th and I'm out riding, and it's going to be like 65 degrees this Friday. This is short-lived. This is fake winter, fake spring. I'm not expecting this to last, but we'll see. Wouldn't that be great if this was the start of spring and it was all uphill from here? Because it would mean that our trails would open 2 or 3 weeks earlier, which would be awesome. So I rate this rally tower, man, like a 7 out of 10. This is great. I love this. Man, it's fine, right? That was the first year of owning the 701 last year, first riding season. And I had not, oh, dust. And I wanted, you know, I did a lot of stuff to it, and I thought to myself, I don't need a rally tower. I want a bike that can really like be a touring version of the Beta. And despite the fact that I rode yesterday with that one, I did not like highway riding, and so I'm glad to now have this ability to do an hour or two on the interstate, and you know, doesn't kill me with all the wind. Oh, the city's coming alive for sure. Everyone's coming out. See people walking their dogs, see kids playing in the parks. It's really nice. I'm almost done with my ride for the day. I'm going to do a little bit more here and then go home. But things are coming alive. People got their windows down. It's like 50 degrees. Just so nice, man. I love it. I'm so glad spring is here. Fake spring is here. Yeah, that's it for this video, I think. I've done enough damage updating you all on things, but I will say that welcome to 2022. I've missed you all. Thank you everyone for the comments on my YouTube videos over the winter time and asking questions. Thank you to all the new subscribers. It's nice to have a couple hundred new people that are along for this year's riding. I'll do my video pretty soon that just talks about what I'm actually going to be doing this year as far as the trips. Everything is pretty much paid for and booked. Just waiting for a couple of clarifications on work and what's going to happen with my schedule this summer. If everything goes according to plan, I've got some really big trips planned on this bike. So throw on the Moscow Reckless 80, throw on the Diablo tank bag, and head cross country. That's all I'm going to say for now. And I won't put it at that video until I'm sure that all the trip plans are for sure happening. I need this shoulder to get a clean bill of health. And obviously, whatever I do this year will not be anything like the GS Trophy or any of the practice I did for that. None of that prep. No single track. No hard off road. Just getting around, just seeing things. You know, it's not going to be as much dirt this year, but I really want to let the shoulder rest a full year, and then come back strong in 2023 and not re-injure it. That would be pretty terrible. Last thing I'll leave you with is, hey, did you guys throw on your motorcycle pants and realize they're a little bit tighter? Just, they're a little bit tighter, these pants. And I'm thinking, like, does someone take these pants and, like, you know, modify them and make them smaller? No, that's just you, Adam. You gained some weight this winter. So I'm just in the next 2 weeks drinking no beer, no carbs, and just do my typical meat and nuts and vegetables diet. You know, last time I cut out sugar and beer for 6 months, I lost like 50 pounds. So I swear to God, I did nothing else but stop drinking beer. Still drink liquor. Stop drinking beer and stopped having bread and sugar, and I lost 50 pounds. So it's a killer, man. Just, you know, I'm active enough, but those things, they really add up. It's like, you know, a 6-pack of beer is like a loaf of bread, and it's not good for you as much as we love it. All right, everyone. Welcome to 2022. Thank you for watching. I've missed you all. I will have a video up next week of at BB-8's house working on the GS. The shocks are coming back in, all that good stuff, 24,000 mile maintenance. And then a couple weeks later, we'll go to Marshmallow Madness. I hope to see you there. Big Cheese will be there, and this Big Cheese will be there. All right, everyone. Ride safe. Happy spring. And I'll see you out there on the road.